What's up, Brandon Smitley here, BrandonSmitley.com, bringing a training log video with commentary. Week 9, day 4 of XPC Finals meet prep. This is my last real final training day before the meet. And as I mentioned in some of my other videos, with a little bit of minor low back issues, my training schedule kind of bumped around a little bit. So I hit this dynamic effort lower day on Thursday, which is 2 days behind when I normally would hit it. Basically today was kind of a feeler day in terms of what I can and can't do. So we're really just trying to see if I can squat and deadlift basically comfortably. And the way things felt, I mean, I hit what I had normally had programmed to do 2 days prior. I will say that things were still a little bit tight, and getting out of the hole on squat looked a little bit slower than I would have liked. But the fact that there was no pain, and as the sets kept going, they kept getting a little bit better and better and better. So I really think it's not going to be too much of an issue as long as I'm good and loose, which by the time I take enough warm-ups to get on the platform, that shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to continue to rehab and such. This is only 5 days post-injury, so to be making this kind of progress that fast is very good. I thought the squats as a whole looked pretty decent. I'm shifting forward just a hair. That might be to kind of help me stay maybe a little more upright rather than be leaning forward a bit more, but I thought as a whole they looked pretty good. Deadlift is where I had to make a little bit of changes. You'll mainly see that it's when I load my hamstrings up, I'm not leaning over as far. I'm trying to keep my low back arched a little bit better, and I think that kind of helped. I might need to go to a pulling style like this in general, which kind of sucks. I have to do it basically a week before the meet, but I still had plenty of speed. There's no pain or issues. Technically, things still felt good, so I think come meet day I'm going to be just fine. We'll just have to kind of play it by ear and just listen to my body on meet day. That's all I can really do at this point, and just keep up with my rehab stuff. So I want to take a little bit to talk about the rehab. I'm still icing and stimming, but like I said, things are feeling much better, and on the pain scale, things were about a 2.5, maybe a 3 during certain instances, but as a whole, like I said, for 5 days post-injury, I think we're doing really well. I knew after this I was going to have a long weekend coaching, so I'm basically getting 2 days of non-training rest on Friday and Saturday, and then come back on Sunday and hit some squats and deadlifts again, but this time with straight weight and mainly just more technical work, sticking around the 50 to 60% range, and just taking some singles and working on that. So again, really the big thing with this session was to work on building some confidence back, which I think that definitely occurred. Like I said, I feel pretty good, and I feel pretty confident with how things are going, considering there's no pain during the actual movements whatsoever. And like I said, my just in general pains are down drastically. So I won't be able to ice while I'm on the road over the weekend, but I'll still be able to stem and stretch and do some PRI stuff and foam roll and some things like that. So we're not what exactly ideal leading into a meet, especially a meet this big. If it was just a state level meet, it would probably be something that I would just kind of chalk up and probably pull out, to be honest, just to be safe. But at this point, there's really no point to do that. I feel confident that I can compete, and I'm just going to give everything that I have for the platform. I did have a chiropractic appointment this day as well, and got readjusted, and that also helped. So he thinks things are looking good, with 2 more adjustments left to go into the meet. One on Monday and one again on Thursday of meet week. Things should be pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to be loading my spine really that week after I get adjusted. Maybe with a plate on Tuesday or so, but I think with the adjustments that I continue to hammer the rehab like I have been, considering the progress that I made in the 5 days, if you basically double that in terms of time, well, actually more than that, I think I'm going to be good come Saturday on meet day. So, been kind of a frustrating process, certainly the last couple of weeks leading into the meet, but it's been a good learning experience. Bound to happen. Things just happen like this in powerlifting. That's part of the sport. It's something you got to accept when you get into the sport. The injuries are going to occur no matter who you are and how you train. It's just a matter of what you do to prevent them, get as few as possible, and make them as minor as possible. And I feel I've done a really good job of not only preventing that, making it this long without it, but also in terms of the rehab process, expediting and speeding things up as quickly as possible. I think I did a good part on my end to make sure that occurs. So there won't be any more training videos for up until the meet because the rest of the sessions are pretty boring. I may end up making a video discussing my thoughts of the training cycle, as long as I have the time to do so. But otherwise, there's only 3 real training sessions left, which you can keep up with all those training logs and all my other stuff over at elitefts.com.